Okay, part two of Angry Old Hoops analysis of Redeem Team. And this is going to be my mistakes, this is going to be clarifications, and this is going to be some bonus material and mistakes. How did I forget DeAndre Jordan now being a champion? But more importantly, how did I forget Shaquille O'Neal being on the Cavs with LeBron James? I even went to a Warriors game and watched the Cavs play the Warriors. I remember thinking, man, Shaq and LeBron are the two biggest guys on the court. So I want to thank the people that pointed that out and admit my mistakes on that part. Two things that you won't hear LeBron James do: give credit to other people and be humble. Some people brought up Tony Kukoc and that I left him off of MJ's Olympian teammates. If you pay attention to the list I created originally, I only included U.S. Olympic men's team players when I counted the teammates of LeBron James or Michael Jordan. One of the reasons I did that is I'm assuming that the LeBron fans are going to be like, oh, you can't count Olympians from other countries because they probably actually suck or something like that. So if we include the international teammates, we have Tony Kukoc of Croatia and Luke Longley from Australia, bringing Michael Jordan's total to 4. Maybe I still miss somebody. Now let's see how this affects LeBron James's list. We've got Ilgauskas, whom he was with on the Cavs for some time. And by the way, before you rip on Ilgauskas, LeBron actually influenced him to join the Heat when LeBron left and was forming his super team. Ilgauskas was a 2-time All-Star and likely would have been an All-Star more often if not for injuries. He was on the All-Rookie team. He is the franchise leader in blocked shots for the Cavs. A lot of people want to give LeBron all the credit for the Cavs starting to improve when LeBron came into the league, but it so happened that Ilgauskas came back from injury at that time too. Rui Hachimura, who was absolutely amazing for the Lakers this last year, well, he's an Olympian, 2020, Tokyo. Japan, Matthew Dellavedova. Matthew Dellavedova was an Olympian for Australia at the same time that he played with LeBron James, 2016. Andrew Wiggins, Canada. Are we going to count this or not? Because they weren't teammates for very long. But I'll put it in there just to be technically correct. Up to you guys whether to include that or not. Anderson Varejão was an Olympian for Brazil, 2016. Now, LeBron James called Varejão one of his favorite teammates. So let's not rip on Varejão. He's good enough to be an Olympian. Dennis Schroeder, an Olympian for Germany. LeBron James' teammate. Costas Antetokounmpo. Jesus Christ. I thought I had that last name down by now. Antetokounmpo. Okay, it's only going to get worse. Anyway, the Greek Freak's brother. Also an Olympian for Greece. Also a LeBron James teammate. Marc Gasol was an Olympian for Spain. Also a LeBron James teammate. 2020 to 2021. Winion Gabe. Wow. Costas was part of the 2019-2020 Bubble Ring group. I mean, that team was so loaded that you don't even count Olympians that were on the team. Winion Gabriel, someone who I know Nick Wright has made fun of. Well, he's an Olympian. I mean, LeBron's teams are so deep that we don't even count his Olympian teammates as being significant help. And Winion Gabriel represented South Sudan in the Olympics. Unbelievable. I left out the current Olympic team. Austin Reeves is on the current Olympic team, bringing LeBron James's teammates up another one. And Brandon Ingram, who had been an alternate previously, is now officially an Olympian. How could I forget that giant Timothy Mozgov, who was an Olympian, a medalist for the Russian team, and also a LeBron James teammate on the 2016 Cleveland Cavalier team. Wow, that brings LeBron's Olympic teammate total to 28. That is 24 more than Michael Jordan. Okay, the rest of this stuff I just cut from the first episode, and it's really just me being grouchy and overanalyzing, but I'll put it out there, see what you guys think. And Dwayne Wade earlier in the show was talking about, oh, we came home from 2004 and we were so disrespected by our own country. And like, hey, man, it's they didn't disrespect you because you lost. You know, if you'd gone there and played your hearts out and simply got outmatched, that'd be one thing. But it was pretty plain and clear that your attitudes got in the way of success. So, yeah, that was disrespectful behavior. You deserved to be disrespected. You did it on a national stage representing the country. And y'all couldn't fucking get your shit together. Some of the excuses that came out of these guys' mouths in the show were amazing. They were basically saying, I didn't belong there. And then in the next sentence, they'd be like, I'm one of the greatest ever, and I think people need to recognize that. But I didn't belong there in the Olympics. I wasn't ready. No, I guess not. Let's leave that to the college kids who are prepared to take on the world's best. You fucking dolts. It's not like LeBron James was alone in 2004. I understand that. But these media morons today who are paid to preserve LeBron James's legacy, who always say that nothing can hurt his legacy, it's not fair to overlook the fact that in the entire history of Olympic competition, the United States had only lost twice, and that was with college teams. You know, it was like 100 and whatever games to 2, and those 2 losses were college teams. And then here comes LeBron, and all of a sudden you have 3 new Olympic losses during his time. How's it not a blemish, even if it's not all his fault? It occurred with his arrival. Carmelo Anthony stole the show. You know, lucky for Dwayne Wade and LeBron that dipshit was on there, because his excuses were just through the roof. And the calling their team a bunch of bullshit that was thrown together and saying that they didn't have chemistry. Let me tell you something. It's your job to develop the chemistry and get past your egos. You think the 1992 Dream Team wasn't thrown together and a bunch of egos that had to figure out how to put their egos aside? I mean, these guys are legend. And they understood the bigger picture. They understood what was at stake. What the hell is this birthday cake scene? No, really, what the hell is this? They tried to make it really dramatic and like it was important in a pivotal moment. Dude, that was like some sorry, unemotional, half-assed singing that happened to be caught on camera, with LeBron trying to somehow be center stage even when it's Kobe's birthday. It was just garbage. Just leave footage like that out. Okay, Kobe and his daughter, that was pretty cute. That looked like a happy little girl. But that has nothing to do with the team or the game the next day. Come on. I don't know if this was filler too, but the whole filming them going and watching other Olympic events as if that was some wonderful grace that they provided to the rest of the country. Oh my God, pat yourselves on the back for going and watching your own country at some other events while you're in the town where the Olympics are being held.